Good morning, ISP, and welcome back to Monday morning, June 15th. I do hope that you had a wonderful weekend in spite of some choppy weather, and we definitely need the rain, so that's a good thing. Most recently on Friday, we had a double celebration out on the sports field with the fifth grade moving up ceremony and the grade 8 leavers ceremony. I must say, I was so gratified to see our kids and our parents together out on the sports field. And I really do see this as the first step towards what we are planning for in August, which is a complete reopening. There's a lot of work underway to prepare for reopening school in August, and we are so excited to be welcoming back the entire ISP community. We know that it's been a challenging few months for everyone involved, and I want to thank our entire community, our parents, our students, our teachers, our employees. Everyone has come together to support our community together, and we have said many times, we are stronger together, and that has been proven over and over again over the past few months. To get into today's Monday morning announcement, which will be the last for this year, I am really happy to be inviting our board chair, Mr. Staffan Erenmalm, to join me to talk about the role of the board and looking forward to next year. So without further ado, here is Mr. Erenmalm. So here we are with Mr. Staffan Erenmalm, our board chair of the International School of Prague Board of Trustees. How are you doing this morning, Staffan?
I'm fine, thank you. And thanks for having me this morning. It's really appreciated.
Well, and we think it's important, I think it's important that the community understands the different parts of the school and how it functions. And obviously the board plays such an important role. So let me start with my first question for you. While it's fairly obvious to parents what the job of the administrators and directors is, the role of the board is perhaps not as obvious. So why don't you start by speaking about the role of the board at ISP?
Okay, I'm happy to do that. The role of the board at a non-profit institution such as ISP can be summed up as ensuring the long-term health of the school. And like any board of an independent school, we are responding for hiring the director. That's very obvious. And in addition, our job is to focus on the strategic future rather than the day-to-day operation, which of course is the responsibility of the director. The board exists to govern the school by making important decisions about the school's finances, major building projects, setting policies, and ensuring the school's long-term success. Or in short, the board has the ultimate fiduciary responsibility and is responsible for ensuring the long-term recognition and the success of the ISP brand, and of course the quality of the product that we are offering. I should also mention that given the length of planning sometimes needed, well, always needed really, the board must be able to continue its deliberations despite the coming and going of new and departing trustees.
So given that COVID-19 has posed a significant challenge to organizations and schools around the world, and certainly it can be considered a seriously strategic issue, how is the board involved in addressing the challenges posed by the pandemic and its connection to the school's future?
Yeah, I mean, the pandemic definitely, of course, has strategic implications for the school, as it has for all of us, whatever our different roles and our different situation is. Let me first start by saying that the school is in a very good shape. We are able not only to deal with the current challenges, but to continue executing our plans and preparing for the future. And this is because ISP has, for a very long time, had very good governance and strong leadership in place that has focused on preparing for difficult and changing conditions. Though I must admit that no one could have fully prepared for this situation we see right now, but we are able to meet it and able to face it. As during non-pandemic times, the leadership of the school continues to develop plans to cope with important issues at hand. These plans are then presented to the board for review. So one of our duties during this pandemic is certainly to listen, debate, suggest, and eventually support the agreed upon course of action. And this is something we do in the normal course of our duties. But in this very special situation, it is a question of more than ever working together to quickly find good solutions for these fast changing problems. Let me give you some examples of major decisions in which the board is not only involved, but where we actually take the full responsibility. Include the closing and of course the reopening of school and necessary significant changes to the budget. Examples might be increases in the financial aid budget or extraordinary savings. Because throughout all of this, we must keep our eye on maintaining the school's strong financial position, as those who came before us did, in order to be able to weather not only today's challenges, but those that will come in the future. And finally, despite the pandemic, we have not had to shelve plans for those things that make our school one of the best in the world, such as the now ongoing library project, to be completed already in August this year, which is, by the way, fully funded by the generosity of donors.
Yeah, and we're very excited about that project. As we speak, the renovation is going on full steam ahead. So we are excited to join our new facility, this beautiful new library in August, and just in time for the reopening of school at ISP, something I know we're all very excited and looking forward to. So finally, let me ask one more broad question, which is, what are you looking forward to in terms of the, not only for next year, but into the future for ISP?
Well, first of all, of course, to fully reopen campus in August again, following all the current directives from the Czech authorities, being the Ministries of Health and Education. And to ensure a smooth start, school management and faculty are, of course, preparing to adapt quickly to any regulations that may be imposed of us. The next focus for us and for myself, I would say, is to make sure that we get as a seamless transition of the directorship as possible, meaning that we all will fully support Dr. Bieber during his last remaining year at ISP, and to celebrate his accomplishments during these soon 14 years. While at the same time preparing for the arrival of our new director, Dr. Chip Kimball. The response of the school to the pandemic, during which it switched quickly and effectively to a distance learning program, has been impressive. Though distance learning can never replace meeting in the classroom, it was still a necessity given the situation. And I was amazed how quickly this happened and the high quality that was obtained after just 1 or 2 days. This has been world class, very good. And this should give everyone confidence that ISP has an amazing faculty, and based on that alone, the future looks bright for ISP. I hope that our respective roles have been somewhat clarified, but please never hesitate to contact me or stop me when we meet on campus. And just to paraphrase the saying, if you have something positive to say, tell me. If you have a problem, talk to Dr. Bieber. Thank you.
Thank you, Staffan, for that. And I want to thank you and the board for all of the support that they have shown to the school, to me personally, and also to the community. This is a group of volunteers. No one gets paid. The school is a not-for-profit. There are no owners of the school. These are people who care passionately about ISP and want to give back to the school and want to serve the community. So all of us greatly appreciate the work that you do.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
And have a great week. Have a lovely day, and we'll see you soon. Thank you, Mr. Erenmalm, for that illuminating conversation, learning more about the role of the board and how the board works to support the school's mission, and how the board can work closely with the administration to face current and future challenges, as well as ensuring that ISP remains one of the best international schools in the world. As I do every Monday morning, I have a Playing for Change song for you, and this one is about love and understanding. It's performed by children from around the world, and what a great theme for us to be listening to and thinking about during this particularly challenging period in the world, not only here in Prague, but all around the world. This is my last Monday morning announcement for the year. And I want to say again how proud I am of our entire school community. It's been an amazing journey, and we look so forward to our reopening in August, where we can all welcome you back on campus and learning together as one community at ISP. So have a great summer, stay in touch, enjoy, and we'll see you soon. Bye-bye.